How is everyone today? Hope you're all doing well. Good. We have some Dark Eldar to utterly squish. There will be no glorious pain for them. There will not be torture and slow death. So it will literally just be Dizzy's fun to hammer and squish. %, 98%. Begin. Right. Salvage. Give me all your salvage, assholes. Oh! Yoink. And their Dark Eldar trophies. Take all their junk.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
I mean, this wasn't exactly a hard fight, really. So those turrets that we activate that were supposed to help us didn't do too much. And again, excuse me, I do believe I'm a little over-leveled, which I like.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
I rise above hardships.
We found corpse. What does corpse have? What is this? Psychostaff. Empress Rouse sent it pals. Oh, okay. Go pick up whatever's left of that corpse there. Right.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
More loots.
Empyrean guides my gaze. My success was inevitable.
In this tapestry of
Here we
the
go.
world, I am the rogue thread.
Oh, what did we miss? Bit guards and stuff. Alright, is that asshole in here so I can piss him off even more and put a bullet in his head? Like, I know this Dark Eldar guy is one of the recruitable companions, but honestly, fuck him. Like, if I'm gonna go full dogma in any way, it's full dogma on the Dark Eldar, because fuck them. My palace is in ruins. I'm not amused.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Accomplished. None are better at searching.
Oh, we knew them. There was also
Fascinating.
there are apparently also spiders. Useful loot. Excuse me. Fuck you.
I refuse.
What is that?
Dude is alive. Covered in Dakari blood and his own Achilles Skunders looks around with a haunted expression on his face. He finally manages to focus his gaze on you and lets out by the audible gasp. God, and preserve me. Could it be? Is it true? You, your lordship? He is struck with an excruciating coughing fit. His hands gasping for his respirator on his golden chain, but is missing. You're alive. Jesus, your lordship. I've been praying. The immortal one for your swift return. The pure darkness fought to the last, but the unsolved enemy's humanity was ferocious and brutal. Well, this guy was a spy master. So, and he has helped us quite a bit, so I kind of like him. Inspect his wounds. Succeeded. Body is covered in unthinkable number of cuts and injuries. The Takari put great effort into feeling his every movement with searing pain. However, none of his wounds are life-threatening. First aid. Your fast efforts pay off. Your knowledge of medical allows you to stop the bleeding in several areas and so ease the pain. You shouldn't have wasted your time, my lordship. Right, report. When the report came in from orbit about the Xenos attack, I was in the administratum halls. Resolving the matter of your succession, I rushed to my shuttle and prayed to the God Emperor that I would reach the palace before they struck. But before I could get rid of all the pics and documents I had gathered, the place was besieged. I had to take the risk and burn it all. The Xenos surrounded me, and I was setting fire to the last remaining order and decided to have fun with me. Holy Emperor, deliver me from the memories. They tortured you? Why? Why is such the nature of enemies humanity, your lordship? They have a taste for our pain. This is true. It doesn't have a picture. What did you tell them? Nothing. But they didn't ask me anything. They didn't look for anything. Didn't so much as poke around the place. Strange. Or is it you do not remember anything, monkey, and it was their intent that you did not? Those absolute gits. They tilted the picture. Yeah, they tilted the picture. This is gonna drive me up the wall. Oh god. Didi's character's frustrations, angers are rising. Were you able to glean anything from the attack? Funny enough, I was, your lordship. I have no idea that a mere Smithsonian secretary could understand the alien speech. Over the course of my torture, I came to understand that the Xenos have been receiving help from the humans all this time, renegades or pirates or something of the sort. It will take time to identify these traitors to humanity, but I give you my word, they will pay for what happened on Donogus. Stop talking. What on the outfit? I'd never buy anything like that for you. Ah. Loot. Plus it increases damage on flame weapons by 3. Interesting.
Operation successful.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
A trivial task.
Awareness. I like how the screen blanketed black. Huh. Loot the warden. Looks like they landed on my balcony.
What lies beyond?
A revelation was sent to me. I have learned much in my exile. My success was inevitable.
Warden, you live. Xenos, they are inside already. We cannot stop them. May the Emperor have mercy on our souls. Sith. And that guard guy just died. Aristocrat alive over there. What else have we got? Goods over there. Another live aristocrat. It's on my throne. Right, well.
The songs of my ancestors.
My ascension has only just begun.
We must act.
To the ordinary, I am an enigma.
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart. Figuratively speaking, my cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than high blood pressure.
Matsu Kazi granted with his hand, if welcome you, inviting you to admire the brutal assault. Alas, I was beginning to think that your lumbering bucket had perished on the way back. Such a revolution would have satisfied neither you or me, would it? Oh, I can feel your anger, your rage, your painful witnessing the state of your halls. I trust that you'd appreciate our efforts here. I could have long vanished into the triangles of the webway without awaiting your arrival, monkey, but I could not refuse myself the small pleasure of saving your torment at the sight of what I've done to your home. Target. I'd like to point out, DD, we could recruit this character. He is actually one of the characters you can get. But I think you agree with me of smash face. You are still with me, cousin? As far as in the search of Mockery, how fair is your search for your lost family, or is being at the Monkar's beck and call occupying your thoughts all the time? You will be silent, Darkon, or I will silence you. You deceived me when you appointed the place of our final battle. Deceived? Equals can be deceived, but you, I merely used. You played the part given to you perfectly. You were exactly where you were supposed to be, and exactly what you were supposed to do. Everything except die. Why did you attack the palace? The sole thing that your kindness is good for, monkey, is your ability to suffer. I have long been substituted with physical pain. Your kin provide it in abundance from their cages and Comrath. The pain of the soul, on the other hand, is a rare delight. After all, I had to recompense you for all the trouble you have caused me. However, I did not give you a gracious gift as well. That pesky meddling Tarzan who harrowed your little world so long. You have garnered her head, and I a peaceful existence where she is not constantly in my way. So, to die at the hands of a monkey is the worst possible punishment for a champion of the Gladiatorians of Comrath. Her final moments were torturous. One down, one remains. Do not get greedy, monkey. You should be satisfied with your handouts that I have kindly thrown you. Now that our meeting has taken place, my business here is done. I've spent enough time in real space. It's time to bid you goodbye. He's just gonna fuck
I
up.
don't want to leave
Here.
you all alone. You wouldn't appreciate that, would you? Camelites of the Reaping Tempest, I leave this monkey to you. Enjoy yourselves!
Mother! Fuck.
Haha, let's see how to dismember you properly.
The sound of frightened prey. Tantalizing.
Oh shit. Error. Interesting. Oh, Beastmaster. Very. Those sylphs still about? They're probably the most dangerous. Right. This is going to be an interesting fight, I will say that. We are surrounded on all sides. Honestly, this is going to be a bit on the difficult side. I'll have DD go for the bigger targets first, that's for sure. Right.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Oh yeah, they're definitely trapped here with us.
My vow is to serve. Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Like, I have high belief and trust in my ability to deal with these assholes.
Request approved. My vow is to serve.
Your efforts amuse me.
Okay, one of the Chimera are gonna act first.
If it serves your cause. If I must. I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me.
Injure it as best you can.
Yes. Negligible.
Okay, note to self. Ow. Ow, ow. These masters appear to give extra turns to...
My resolve is unshaken. My purpose empowers me to prevail. I'll remember this.
Sammy is in immense pain.
One step closer. Amidst the carnage, I find purpose. I need no guidance.
I will tear your heart out for this.
Purpose guides me.
A work for a flesh crafter.
I will triumph.
Yeah.
Through pain and hardship, we prove our devotion.
Yes, OTP. Thank you. He is most adept at killing you two.
Will perish for this affront.
Unfortunately, we'll probably go down to the
I
sniper.
showed you everything.
She's not really meant for this.
Unshakable faith.
Right, my turn from this position. Okay, I know exactly what I should do here. Begin psychic power buff. Right, free shot on. Probably want to take out the Beastmasters, if anything.
Schemes within schemes.
Stop you guys getting free turns.
A wicked thought. Ah, fate claims another one. Even I won't do that.
Right. Luckily.
Already done.
Aha! A dashing. Confident approach. Devastating.
All
Wildfire.
too easy.
Shh.
Not a problem
Shoot
for me.
as much as you can.
Suits my
Unleash
purposes.
that.
Nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide.
Oh yes, you're surrounded, idiot. Okay.
The Emperor commands.
Defensive stance.
Rejoice in
Additional
service.
wounds. Thunder slam!
Let my fury rain down upon thee!
Yeah, the more health they lose, though, the lower their armor will get. Didi should be able to hold them for a while. Okay, so who we got going first? The heavy and the warrior. The warrior's got 106. The heavy only has 85.
Advancing.
So Pascal do that.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I shall tear their organs through the holes that formerly held their limbs. He's getting angrier.
Vulnerability analysis successful.
He has 2 fucking HP.
My killings are always slow.
Okay. Yolette.
You have offered me another chance. I am not your Xenos pet
bound-
monkey.
I mean, I know you're
If
not
it serves your cause,
best at sword
I
fighting,
am
but
not your Xenos
Oh, that's
pet
it.
monkey.
High momentum.
that's Sammy. Most certainly wants to use
Your help suffices.
that. I most certainly want to make sure I can disappear. Now I want to engage this
One
woman on the
step
floor
closer.
because she's helpless.
Strike.
Destiny reshaped. I will triumph. What a satisfying demise.
Right, who's gonna act? The 2 Siths. This witch bitch.
Your last stroke of luck.
I need no guidance. Accept my offering. A blood-soaked
Fuck you.
tribute.
Sammy goes on rampage. Right. Parry! Repulse! Parry! Repulse! Yeah, you can't hit Didi. Right, I am combat, unfortunately. Improve DD's ability to dodge. So, there you go. DD gets more counter attacks that way.
A genius at
So, free
work.
attack. Mark.
What if...
All the defensive powers.
Schemes within schemes. Let's see.
Next attack that hits you is going to be a crit.
Curse you, miscreant!
Right. That guy's going to be the first one to get a turn, along with that one.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
Guard has a plan. It's called go here.
Already done. All too easy.
Well, they're busy holding
Not
him
a
down.
problem for me. He was your biggest mistake.
Oh look, one fell down.
High momentum.
Actions will speak louder than words. And
More
so
that.
shall it be done.
And that, along with a nice little bit of a smash.
I will not be deterred. Defiance is futile. May my wrath be thy undoing! And so shall it be
Just
done.
keep swinging.
Actions will speak louder. Let my fury rain down upon thee.
Just keep swinging. Let them know the pain.
Martyrdom is a reward.
Alright, what LOS do we have right now?
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
And then a nice bit of every card
Running
has a cannon.
binary override.
Okay, let's move combat area to here to boost DD.
My vow is to serve.
There you go. DD get extra defense.
Let me you are marked for demise. What a pitiful sight.
Kemorak.
Oh hey, you put back. So yeah, that has enough dodge to not worry about that one. Are you marked with beacon? No, you are not. Okay.
If I must. If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If it serves your cause, that is beneath me.
Put a nice big bullet in it.
No weakness is hidden from my sight.
while you still draw breath.
Right. Come here. Take a step back. Then charge.
Triumph.
Ha, 0 damage.
One step closer. What a satisfying demise.
Do that, and then... Ah, 0 damage. Right, so the first thing they'll act next turn is that Cabalite Warrior.
Oh, the storm approaches.
Okay, you're buff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the fact that you're going to get turned. So I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to make sure you don't exist. 3 health! Cheeky butt waffle. Okay.
What? Ha! No.
For now.
You'll regret this.
Oh, they stood up. I don't have that now.
Suits my purposes. I don't have time for this. Already done.
Sirs, gentlemen, but
Another clean strike.
get on the floor so Didi can squish you.
And so shall it be done. I will not be deterred. This is beyond me. Your defiance
That's-
is futile.
That's them almost dead. Oh, a good hit indeed. You have killed them. Right, since that's the case, would I be able to see the Cavalry Warrior from anywhere? Probably not. No, my luck. If I went there, could you throw a grenade there?
Request
No, why not?
approved.
Grenade up!
Significant value.
What a pleasure.
I dealt with him.
The Omnissiah knows all.
Buff up his weapons.
Comprehends all.
And then the Cenobite. I don't know if you can see the Cenobite. Can you? Yeah, but it's out of range to fuck with weaponry.
You will pay an even greater price.
Okay, we don't have any bounty tokens left at the moment, so just have to kill you the old-fashioned way.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. You cannot force me, Alantag.
Got a nice hole in him.
Fortune favors the swift.
Damage is negligible.
Pathetic.
It's a little fun fact, guys. Your numbers are getting thin.
I will triumph.
You've unleashed my fury. I'll tear your heart out for this. A work for a flesh crafter.
And dissipate. Now, we don't very much appreciate the fact you keep trying to shoot us in the back.
What if?
What if indeed?
Let's see. A wicked thought. A predictable downfall.
God, you come over here. Listen, thank God. DD gets the pleasure of killing the snake men.
Nothing I can't do. All too easy. Not a
that one.
problem for me. Suits my purpose.
Get melted.
Rejoice in service.
Vaporization complete. Clementine Waitarian, your lordship, thanks to your breakthrough, we're able to clear out the estate right now. With the aid of your ship's augurs from orbit, the surface troops are sweeping the streets and hives. Scholars have been sent deeper into the city. Several units have been assigned. My apologies. Of course, you will learn all this from your reports. Your appearance on Daenerys is a boon for the God Emperor, who has brought us salvation on behalf of all Daenerys and House Rosarian. I thank you for delivering us from our foes. Such a spoken my defense Clementine, you and your Eurocus. I was doing my duty, nothing more. And by your will, we have preserved countless lives, your lordship. And I associate a debt that can never be repaid. We will continue the cleanup of the estate and the neighbouring territories, must deal with the rabble. The corpses and any other after effects of the fighting. The surviving forces will be enough to repel any sporadic enemy attacks if they are launched. According to the latest reports, the units are pulling out en masse. If other matters require your attention, I won't detain you any longer. Please, allow us to ensure Daenerys' return to its former glory. Fix the paintings, exactly. Mistress Tormund has sent a message requesting an audience. She has a critical report to deliver. She'll be waiting for you on the ship's bridge. Step 1. Looting! And talking to like everyone on the floor.
One step at a time amidst the madness.
Loot everything.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Bloody messed up horses. All goods. Anything hiding at the back?
There will be no peace in my wake.
Seraphon has dynasty that appears to have been desecrated. My windows have been broken. My portraits have been
They
tilted.
will see.
If we ever find
yes, they all
I'm
will
going to enjoy
see.
killing him.
The duty prevails.
Alright, let us head back to our ship then. Talk to the Vox Master, see if we can find out what's going on. While they start repairing everything. Sounds like a plan, DD. You know what? We should stick him in the dungeon for you to play with whenever we're traveling about space and you're getting bored. Sims!
In this tapestry of a world,
Huh. Bit of origin. Oh. You got the DLCs for it? Ow. Yes. I love you too. Open load game. We have cutscene to enjoy. Huh? Probably because I'm sweating. Welcome back. No place like home, you secured Don August. Welcome back, Lord Captain. During your absence, we assisted the ground forces by coordinating their movements from orbit. Detailed casualties and damage reports have been submitted to your perusal. I regret to inform you the capital world has been dealt serious blows. In a raid are really protracted affairs, but this one lasted much longer than the others. The enemies of humanity eliminated or captured millions of your subjects. Most of the defense systems were obliterated and several administrative complexes were razed to the ground. It will take time for Dagonos to fully recover. I have been given Sector's report that he failed to deliver in time that indicated Xenos activity dropped sharply after he departed for the Sinum Malefactarum. Considering the scale of the Dagonos' rate, it's safe to assume that Sakari used up all the forces at their disposal. And men may require time to replenish the losses. Without clears, we are blind to the scheming of these enemies of humanity. But our strategies are still hopeful for a lull in the attack and raids, which will allow us to gather our strength for new conflict. Lord Captain, report. Foxmaster says, looking at it defiantly, your wise exomechanics have analysed the state of the Tetra. They believe, thanks to your decisive actions, the acute phase of crisis has passed. The dominion of the Von Class dynasty is no longer facing dissolution and ruin. I'm in the middle of reading, baby. You have to interrupt me with voice and stuff. I don't mind you poking. But if I did that while you were trying to read, you'd get very angry. What's more, bringing footfall to Hill has strengthened your position as a rogue trader. Lady Theodore would have been glad to have such an important trade hub come under her sphere of influence. In honor of such resounding triumph, Don August, as capital of your dynastic domain, is currently making preparations for the Magnia Center, a grand ceremony of your public indoctrination as the heir of the Honorable Erdor von Clysus. Governor Drivestein has vowed that not even the recent devastating and tragic events will be permitted to cast a shadow over this glorious event. Do not underestimate Governor Drivestein. Desires to find favour with your lordship. At this very moment, thousands of subjects are clearing rubble, washing away bloodstains, sweeping the streets and transporting corpses to the lower sector. The Warrens have been tasked with clearing the ceremony venue of the injured and those who were burned out of their houses. They'll be forced to move to industry levels, rest assured. By the start of the festivities, the capital's wounds will be, if not healed, then well hidden under elaborate set of dressings. Was this ceremony? I swear on oath that I shake a lot of sweaty hands. That much is certain. But there's not all there is to it. There'll also be a reception as well as the other noble guests, a distinguished rogue trader, Douglas Winterscale, and his Ascended Cordial will be in attendance. It will be a great honor for Dominus to host 3 illustrious dynasties at once. Your servants wish to know your opinion on 2 matters related to ceremony events. First of which is, what festive activities take place in the capital's glorious day? Let the poor be fed, fuel cells handed out to those in need, and my reign shall begin with an act of benevolence. I love how that's heretical. Get everyone drunk, let them have fist fights. Heretical. No, feed the poor. I shall begin with an act of benevolence. Your subjects will appreciate your generosity, Captain. We're never short of people in need. Second my servant's mind is, which 2 of your closest companions were given the honor of standing side by side? Ooh. You know, as I have to choose particular characters, Pascal. As Pascal will take note of the jester. And you're elect. To appear for the people in the company of the Zenus, a provocative and intriguing move. Is this kind of behavior that people expect to see for a trader? The wider of the privilege unthinkable of other mortals? I will see to it that your instructions are delivered to Dominus. The master of ceremonies at the place will report to you when the capital is ready to praise your name. Yes. Don't drop that on top, Jesus. Pascal's voice pouring out of toxins crackles like thin ice under pressure. It's unclear whether it is nothing more than static or expression of some emotional understanding only the tech priest himself. Not Sona. Following the Omnissiah's guidance, I request permission to execute the report protocol that entails describing subnormalities within recent operations of the ship systems and subsequent propose the appropriate course of action. Deliver your report just in a way I can understand. No more of the one pearl of tech wisdom per 5 sentences of intelligible human speech. Press partially approved. Comprehensive processing required and established definition of term tech wisdom. Justice speech patterns based on limited available understanding of request. I've arrived at the following conclusion. The vessel's routine spirit is most extraordinary. Full cycle set for diagnostics must be performed following. Hey, Casper. Must be performed following a permatal ritual. This ritual will force the spirit to respond for these recent events to reveal itself. Once it does, we'll be able to understand its nature and take action applicable to its said nature. What? What's your problem? And get to it. Oh, it's not my fault. It's what kind of action? Applicable to the entity that appears before us, it is a machine spirit of great might. We must appease it. Humbly ask the reason behind its portions it has shown. If it is an abomination of tech heresy, the commensurate ritual will help us purge the ship of its unhallowed presence. Well, you have to wait then, won't you? I hope you enjoyed Persona 3 Remake. I'll probably get around to it myself at some point, but not anytime soon because, well, not only that, that one's on like the very back burner of my list of actually buying. So I don't have money for that sort of thing at the moment because obviously we've got to pay off other things. Response affirmative. For the commercial ritual to take place, activation via blood of the dynasty is required, or the ship's high protocols are activated via blood. Very well, let's just proceed with our ritual. If my crash stops, then I will notify my tech comrades to begin the preparation for the ritual at once. Now time to ask my ship why it's being so pissy hissy. Stop sending my tech cameras. Spent the assigned number of cycles in prayer and vigil. Everything is prepared for the complementary ritual of cleansing. Its commencement will require an authorization key in the form of blood of a von van Glysis. If you're ready, place your hand in the Cybergogo's receiving module. Oh, I'm ready. I'm no last questions. The cold metal burns your palm. This time, however, the surface jaw, instead of brutally clamping down your hand, merely squeezes it slightly. You feel a thin rivet of hot blood begin where the metal fangs have pierced your skin. Screeches and growls slowly rise from the bowels of the massive cogitator as if a great beast is stirring awake. The vid skin in front of you flickers relentlessly. Key accepted. Activating perjuration protocols. Suddenly there is a vicious silence and the bridge rushes towards you and wraps you in a tight cocoon. Glow of the vid skin dims, but symbols on them flare to life. Analyzing. Apophor intrusion. Analyzing. Apophor lookout. Analyzing. Perversion. OS sad. What's going on? But the ritual is seen as in. Pascal's voice cuts surprise. He begins a hand to his box screen in surprise. The Zek stop. Quiet. Nemos. Hello. Hello to you too. Nemos are glad to be speaking. Nemos are here. Nemos have long been here. Why are you here? What are you? Nemos. We are Nemos. Pascal uses his hand and make a donut to gesture at his silent box system. Did you silence Pascal? Nemos wanted no disturbance, only quiet. This is fantastic. Pascal, be quiet. Can you render other people silent too? Sometimes some people, Nemos can do many things. We do not always know what or how. We do not know we can make silence until now. That's fantastic. Let Pascal be quiet for a moment. Pascal shoots you a sly look, and yet he's too mesmerized to reject. He's stunned by the sight of the cogitator and everything that's happening around you. Do you approve of science? Nemos is glad. What is Nemos? Or Nomos, I should say. It's Nomos. I can say it right. No data available. No answer. We want to know too. Are you a machine spirit? Nomos do not know. Nomos do not know themselves. What do you want from us? Nomos von Glysis, we are your blood. Nomos are sentient. We awake with strange lights invade the ship. We protected you when you needed help. We escorted you when you were surrounded by danger. Nomos are movement. We carry you through the frightening, the waiting, the measureless. We helped when our ailing heart was refusing to awaken. You called us a hallowed spirit and asked us to guard you against your doom. We did everything to please you. Why? Why do you fear us now? I do not fear. I'm trying to understand you. Shiver runs up your hand from inside Sarkar's jaw. The Sertor nods his head a few times as if shaking your hand. His teeth rake your already wounded flesh. Nomos are glad. Nomos enjoy understanding too. Pascal is too aggressive with his box size. Quickly taps the push his keys. Let your attention towards the screen. Reads the requesting instruction. Option 1. Finish the ritual. Or banish the entity Nemos. Option 2. Stop the ritual. Initiate. Communicate. Communion instead will please the entity. No, Nomos do not want to be banished. Nomos want to help. Nomos want to understand. Were you the one responsible for the ship's malfunctions, and what are your strange entries in the ship's logs? Yes, Nomos did that. Are you angry? I only wanted to understand to see how things worked. Pascal, what's your take on this? Unclear. Data insufficient. Spirits are too. So a strange expression appears on his face. Understanding the essence and identity of Nomos is beyond my reach at present. The hypothesis spectrum ranges from extreme of abominable intelligence to the extreme of the greatest spirit of the Omnissiah's apostle. The rite of tech communion appears to be a reachable solution. The rite will take many cycles, but allow me to come close to identifying the entity and making contact with it. What else can you do? No most learn, no most try new things. Do you want to see? Scarlet gaze falls upon one of the monsters chanting junior technomats. You blink. Notice for the technomat score. Perfect sort of before. Did it please you? Do you want us to do it again? You are provoking the machines a bit. Decision required. Which is required. No most enjoy communication. Top persona is our blood. Already stop. This shit number it's enough. These are living people. How can you kill them without rhyme or reason? We stopped their function. Do you not turn machines off sometimes? We do not know how to turn a human back on. Not yet. But after enough experience, we will. We are always learning new things. Colonel Pascal, you are investigating this until we know the truth. Nomos is allowed to exist on the ship. Nomos wants to learn what we are too. We will add things to your log. Things that might help us help you. The decision is made. I will begin my preparation for communion right at once. Many cycles of interaction with the entity Nomos await me. But I welcome this task and accept it from the Omnissiah. Charles reveals Fox is working once more. Nomos are glad. Top sooner. Will you speak with us too? We want to speak with us too. The Lord Captain's body lacks a secret implants to stay for tech communion with machine spirits code. But if such is your wish, Top, so I can converse with you using lowly sound speech as he is doing right now. I will speak. Namaskar. We have been lonely. Our work here is done, Dr. Sona. I will let my tech comrades know when we stop the ritual. Thank you for appearing before us, entity Nomos. That shit. Exactly. To me, it just seems like the ship's probably got an AI that's basically slowly built itself up over the generations of rogue traders in it. Jade? I'll be right back. Jade. Well. Events certainly turned out how events turned out. I don't need to give up people for that. Chemicals for people and that? No. Profit factor +3? Lean on. I'm not dogmatic, so don't. Right. What haven't we done for this chapter? Grand ceremony is about to take place. Okay, so I have to go to the room for the main quest. Secrets of the cult. Talk to Heinrichs. Also talk to everyone. The helmsman, the Vox Master, Idra, and our bed.
Lord Captain.
Does the word epitaph instant 87204 the tech right mean anything to you? They're connected to Theodore somehow.
No, definitely not. No, I don't recall anything like that.
Okay.
Lord Captain.
Alright, Idra. Wait, she's down here somewhere? Let's talk to the Vox Master first. Even static coming from the Vox speaker sounds loud and nervous today. Needs to rest the officers, they stand frozen, their eyes glued to you. Notice your gaze and hastily turns away. Shrink it back as she's trying to... Vox Master, son, happy. We just had a shipwreck broadcast, Lord Captain. What broadcast? The ship of us while you and Mrs. Hydra were relaxing. I mean, there was a broadcast of your relaxing activities. Was it sabotage or criminal negligence? It was neither. Lord Captain of the Fox back across initiated from inside your chambers by someone who was present there. I suppose if it wasn't you, it was Mistress Helger. I'm unauthorized to terminate such broadcasts except in cases where they explicitly jeopardize the safety of the vessel for her crew. And who heard it? Everyone did. The entire vessel. With the exception of Deck 18, the Fox relay there happened to be out of order at the time. So, what did you make of it? Extraordinary, your lordship. As a father of a large family, I assure you that you have upheld the name of your dynasty, your lordship. This feat met the high expectation placed on the god Emperor's envoy in every sense of the word. Bring me her. I have a question about this. Trina, I'm eager to please. Hello. Smile. You could have warned me. Where would the fun be in that? Aside from the incident, nothing worthy note occurred. Join the watch, Captain. Anything about this ring a bell? Odysseys, most audacious. As for the words you mentioned, none of them sound familiar to me as far as I can tell. Except maybe the incident. I recall coming across the word in transmission several times. Figures reported by the former engineer, the one who perished during Kurdo's uprising. He was describing it as something quite remarkable. Apparently, at some point in the past, the entire ship was hit by a massive system failure. All systems stopped responding for 1/5 of a second. Most of the crew, including myself, as I was likely on board at the time, did not notice anything strange, but tech priests assembled themselves. Yeah, yourself. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I didn't know that was you. Can't hide. Got your name on it. That'll be all for now. I think I also may have pissed off certain Cassius.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Huh? Got like that.
I have enjoyed your...
Alright, who else was I supposed to speak to about that mission? Idra, yeah? And you. Does this remind you of anything? Can't say you do, Lord Captain. Doesn't ring any bells. And again, remembering all the places they forward or went is... Epitaph incident. We've always had heaps of incidents happening on board, but... through my implants, I feel at one with the ship. And I sense that, and I don't know when it happened exactly, it started behaving differently, became more responsive. Livia, yes. Livia is the exact word. And when you said epitaph in an instant, it just dawned on me, pardon my Bagon's report, Lord Captain, but that's all I've got to say on the front. Yeah, I think at some point this ship sentence. Frick pet. Good doggo. I think I need to talk to you for some stuff as well.
To what do I owe this visit?
Okay. I need to talk to you really about right now. Right, Idra's down here. Do you know about this?
They mean nothing to me. They're just words. A whisper. So quiet, I barely caught it. Like a feather landing on a pile of down. Something about damned ambitions, antiquity, terrible antiquity. And chance. Chance through it all.
Where did was that leftover bank? Did you get the days wrong? I thought you got paid on a Thursday and not a Friday.
Oh, now I have a headache. And the stupid bloody whisper wasn't much help. Of course.
What to know most about Theodore's caches? Guess I have to go up here and use this to know most. Hello, you most welcomed you. What have you? We have been studying, observing, and helping the ship when we can. So many mechanisms. They would have suffered without our input. What about the research notes on the tech plate that we obtained from the cache of Kevar Gamma? That name is also known to us. It is related to Nemos, although we do not understand how. Do you know anything about this? This that marked the beginning of us. The ship became... Oh, thank you, honey. Better because of us too. There are links in the same chain, but we cannot piece them together. Laptop. People unaware of the incident. Human shells are subject to external influence. Perhaps someone purged their memory archives, or perhaps they simply do not want to access them. It is a shame that no information was attained, but Nemo is so grateful you tried. Anything else I could do? No. Okay. Right. Anything else here? So there's the throne. Okay, so I should probably just talk to Henrix. And this will present itself in time. The highest difficulty. Okay. There's also main computing visual. Where is that? I need to talk to Heinrich and go through all his options. Turn across map. Let's go talk to Heinrich first.
To what do I owe this visit?
Let's discuss
The
Funnel
cult's
Dawn.
ordinary members are humans who have been corrupted by the archenemy, traitors to the Imperium, and accomplices of chaos. Participation in the cult's rituals always entails brainwashing, literally and figuratively. The longer cult members spend among other cultists, the less critically they think, and the more closely they resemble obedient livestock, stripped of their fear and instinct for self-preservation. The worst of them go to their deaths without an inkling of doubt, ready to take hundreds and thousands of souls with them. As for those at the top of the cult's hierarchy, we have not yet managed to get a lead on all of the cult's leaders. I imagine that some of them are hiding in the depths of the Coronis Expanse, but those who are orchestrating the fanatics on nearby worlds are hiding very well indeed, or receiving protection from above. We discovered the first traces of it as soon as we arrived in the Coronis Expanse. Since then, the more we learn, the better we see just how far the roots of this blight extend. Destroying individual cells is pointless. We must cut this beast off at its head.
Protection from above?
Governors, commanders, rogue traders. History is full of those who neglect their duty to the Golden Throne and seek allies in the wrong places. I need to confirm the reports from my agents. According to them, one of the cult's leaders is in the Kiava Gamma segment, an industrial world within the dominion of the Von Valancius dynasty. I hope you won't impede my investigation. As you wish.
That's your mission?
More than. The data we retrieved is already in the hands of the Inquisition, in the custody of those who can extract the secrets of the future from the claws of chaos. The sacrifices made to the Cogitator will not have been for nothing. We dealt a blow not only to the cultists, but to the archenemy itself. I cannot help but be pleased. However, there is something I must tell you. Back there, at the Cogitator, my decision to let it complete its operation allowed me to... I can't even find words, to perceive something of what is to come. You deserve to know this. The cult is threatening the worlds within your protectorate, after all. I could choose to think of it as an echo of the past, or a specter of the future, but that's not it. Warp sorcery joins stretches of time together, violating the accepted sequence and flow of events. I heard a resonance of the person behind the cult. I faced demons more than once before, but this... I couldn't have imagined such a concentration of evil and corruption. I am convinced that one of the greater demons is behind the cult of the Final Dawn. Beware the day when that demon finds a way to appear in this world.
Well,
No servant of the God Emperor has closer dealings with corruption than the agents of the Golden Throne. In its quest to guard the Imperium against its foes' most devious and secret schemes, the Inquisition seeks to understand the essence of evil. It is not enough for us to burn or cut down a rotten seedling. We must study it, understand it, touch it. Every time any of us do our duty, we are risking our very souls. But when it comes to Psykers, the soul of a Psyker is especially enticing to the archenemy. I was operating the machine created by the servants of the archenemy, and in doing so, I attracted the attention of the cult's master. Thank the throne that it was only a glancing touch. If it hadn't been, we would not be speaking here today. When I touched the cult's cogitator, I drew the thousand-eye gaze of evil upon myself, as any agent does when they interfere in the schemes of those who serve the ruinous powers. And that evil undoubtedly left an invisible mark upon me, as it does on any acolyte who fights against the archenemy. And this will be the case every time I do my duty. I know a good deal about the fates of those who have served the throne before me. Enough to know that my path leads to one place, and one place only.
What are you going to do next?
My visit to Kiava Gamma did not produce answers to all my questions, but we did succeed in dealing a blow to the cult by destroying the Fabricator Sensor's machine. I have directed my spies to track the sect's surviving leaders. I am certain that they will have useful information for us soon. Though small, this is a victory for the Golden Throne, and I have you to thank for it.
No, Bill,
Thank
for
you
now.
for finding the time for our conversation.
Okay, so go to the map a minute. Technically, I've done. Oh, do we? When? Ah, so what's going on, Jans? Your Lordship, Jans is reporting about a disaster. Ghost City figures that appear at dusk and go away at dawn in ravenous swarms. They attack one Agricultural facility each night, freezing everything they touch. Attacks take place in the complex closest to the uncontrolled sector of the planet, where nature itself has turned against us. Mysterious silver. Do we know about these rays? Not much. They're incorporeal and difficult to discern, but they happen to have Odari features. The spirits draw the warmth out of humans, plants, and inanimate objects, but it seems they do not hunt consciously, but rather they simply do not notice anything in the way. At dawn, they dissolve into mist. The rays also differ among themselves. Some are as dark as the void, and others shine like the star at the night sky. Always spoils it. The sector, it is like they gather at its borders at the break of dawn and whirl in a wild dance, howling and destroying all living things. Then disperse into thousands of fading flashes, they're called fragility that happens to be in their way. The dance falls into disrepair. Something is not right. The rays appear at the planet's outskirts and rush towards the heart of the contaminated region, instead of invading from within it. Furthermore, their differences may suggest that there are two groups of rays opposing each other. What do my advisors think? Unit 1 should be prepared for manifestations all sorts of ominous mysteries. There's a whole cast of specialists among the cold traders who can whisper as Xeno artifacts to expel the spirits lying within. Perhaps we could ask them? After some of the events that have taken place on the ship, I got interested in ghosts. One of before I bought a book on the legal one, of course, that describes so-called ritual science. It's said to be able to pacify violent spirits on the scale of the entire world. I cannot vouch for the safety of this ritual. Instead of relying on wicked ways to solve problems, it'd be better to turn to our good priests. They are skilled exorcists in the ecclesiarchy and know how to drive out dark spirits. I get a profit factor if I get spirit drape if I do Jenna's. Whereas non-attack psychic power costs -1 less AP. Ooh, okay. Ritual silence. The security but gets strange strand. Grants +10 law, 15 of that. This place has a lot of security, so I wouldn't mind losing security. It's law warp, it's Xeno warp. Do it. I hope this will not beget more serious problems. Let's take this chance. Dozens of psychos around us start the ritual known as ritual science. Surprisingly, did not cause any sort of catastrophe, visible to naked eye at least. This force pushed the race away from the man-made structure and stopped their horrifying dance and shielded the captain subjects from the rampage of Xenos. We also have unlocked the sword. Science of virtue. Increased by 1 against demons for each rank of dogmatic. Blocks rows of mark. Which I think I'd rather save for now. So I need to go back to Janus itself. Balstone. I'll do anything at. Agnes. +2 continency. In exchange for provisions and 2 efficiency. Phobos? Oh. Lord Captain, that's I've got. It's a horrifying visions coming from Phobos. Something has breached the colony from underground. Soon after the new sector of deep tunnels has been put into operation, so run by monsters. They lurk in the darkness, swarm in the shadow, attack quietly, and leave nothing in their wake. Consuming flesh, plastic, and rockweed. The churning of 1,000 claws hailed their approach. Desperate cries can be heard in the silence of the tunnels. Praise be the Godfather. These creatures do not seem to be interested in getting to the surface. However, they have seized several active mines and are doing Emperor knows what. Massive demolitions. Carapace. Interesting. What are these creatures? None who face them have survived to tell. The frightened workers called them the Swarm because they crawl along the tunnels like waves. They say that the enemies are vast in numbers, and an insect like one of the workers who was lucky side attack has since come to the surface. The horror drove him mad, but he held a French colour and strange engraving. The pattern was exactly the same as the one that the mad convicts had been etching onto the wall. This sounds like a freaking certain cult of the Gene Stealers. What do my advisors think? Threat is unknown. Established nature of threat is top priority. Collateral loss is insignificant. Requesting authorization to coordinate an offensive operation to be carried out by penal battalions in order to determine the nature of the attack. We have to block off this threat and protect the people. To do this, we must block the tunnels. But to make sure the plan works, it has to be done in zones currently occupied by the unknown enemy. I'm sure a dozen brave men can be found in the colony who are willing to accept the grace of martyrdom and descend into the darkness of explosives. Counter-attack, we get the carapace. Arm them, we get carapace. We get Master Inferno. Let's carry out Pascal's plan. It's by the grace of opportunity. The ruthless son of Magos Harmon has constructed in the utmost logical fashion, taking its efficient loss into account. The whole group was sacrificed in order to preserve the forces of the larger ones. Defense squads met the swarm in the darkness. The monstrous insects clad in metal carapace tore apart anything with their mandibles. The carnage inside the narrow caves cost many lives, but in the end the creatures were exterminated. And the vile lair, not like a metallic crypt, had been ransacked and its treasures removed. Wow. Right, let's get Dreamless. Kevar Gamma. Look out, a strange anomaly has been detected. A series of orders defined as Procedure 0C forced itself into the production algorithms and served Zelmacide to find its execution status as most sacred and therefore follow its instructions perfectly. In just one cycle, cameras were erected in all the manufacturers connected by computing channels of the cogitator that make a pattern similar to those applied to the digital cells of the machine spirit. Those superseded commands magi with an above average psi receptor index to enter the cells. Those tech priests who take their seats in the cells fall into a blissful data dream, where they listen to Boneric hymns very similar to those periodically whirled with warp foxes of Cubostyrofoam. The performance of the manufacturer was dropped. Many of the machine god servants have abandoned their posts and are pleading for the privilege of fulfilling Procedure OC. But the enforcers take custody of the cells and warded these volunteers away from them. Simon needs a drink. Okay. What do we know about it? We cannot trace the source of the signal that activated or figure out what it means. The tech priest opposed the idea of researching the procedures. It violates the sacrament. Supposedly the minds of the Magos immersed in the cells are involved in some sort of grand scale computation. The servants of the homicide have tested the coronal network several times with purifying algorithms of varying degree of severity, proclaiming it clean. I need to get a drink myself apparently as well, which is fine. So you can run it. Armor of Refraction. Heavy. Oh, has moved. +2 deflection against human enemies. Along with -1 efficiency. Activate cyberspace. Or Abolisher. I'll listen to my advisors, but I'll be right back when I get it. Won't be too long. These things need to be filled with high psychosensitive tech priests. Okay, but what if we use our servants looking in the remote stations of the outpost for those who have banished into the wilderness as unfit, and those you shall find 3 times as many more suitable candidates? Then the manufacturer on cyberceptive ready goes hand in hand with high rationality. As such, tech priests often end their careers in the wilderness. Are they seeing it? Surprised I was able to achieve such a humorous form of interaction with man-made tools. My kinsmen also use psychoacoustic harmonics to guide our creations. I'm not opposing myself, but I might be able to tell your servants of certain principles regarding how the universe sounds. Find a sacred suggestion to be a breach of data unity protocol. A signal seeming from nowhere as the highest execution priority. Perfect weapon for capturing the planet. It should be neophytized and ready to summon a cadre of competent tech scientists from the Inquisition. So if I do hers, at least profit factor, I get the arm. I get cybersmiths, so I do more damage with energy versus machine, and a machine taming all allies gain plus 10 Law Xeno and dodge reduction against Xenos, but lose security. Research to procedure. So it's Heinrichs, Abolisher. That armor is nice, but I have better armor. I'm gonna go Uret's one. Capable of learning from the civilized. To determine the nature of the purpose of the procedure, they've encountered ancient creations of data sniffing, possible in the current times, and we have been filled with great awe. They cannot fathom the wisdom of the digital architect. Besides, research has seen knowledge undertaken as part of the interrogation has led to a serious heretical acts of creation. The weakened minds of the Omega sought to apply the secret cell diaries to their research. Culprits were sabotaged and the result of their work placed in a protective archive. Right. Motive force. Flagstone chemicals, Promethean. Efficiency, profit factor. Right, so we need to head to Genis in terms of actual travel. Luckily, we have our own warp paths everywhere. Oh, someone's coming to talk to me. Who has come to see me? Ah, oh. I finally found you in this dwelling. The symbol has many meanings. Humility, grief, loss, shame, regret. I hope you accept all of them, because I'm sorry for what happened to your world, to your subjects, to your palace, and for what my kin did to them. You never heard of the Darkari as such before. We come from the same source, Entar. We share the same blood. Even though the Darkari blood is distorted and their soul's empty, it is a fact that cannot be brushed aside. It is not your fault. My words will not heal the wounds or bring back the fawn, and they will not restore your protectorate, however. Look silently back at her. Look, Entar, the gaze of a child can penetrate deeper than among cars, and I've seen all the heaviness that accumulates in your soul during our travels. I see it in your gestures, in the tilt of your head, in the change in your scent. If you allow me, I'll help you cast off the spell and cleanse your soul and mind of worry. The burden of my soul has indeed weighed heavily upon me of late. Together, we will try to ease that burden. How are you going to help me? It's difficult to describe in top, but the soul shines bright, and your mind is strong enough for you to be able to immerse yourself in your own mind and cleanse it of unnecessary cares. I'm still not sure that your species is capable of such a thing, but it's worth a try. If not comes out of it, then the only thing you'll lose is a small fraction of your time. And I will be your guide in this journey. I will help you enter the meditative state to get to know yourself. Of course, that is if you'll let me. Immersing yourself in your soul is a deep, intimate process, but I will not be able to do it without me. Her face. And I promise you, Antark, that I will not judge you, your world, or anything that takes place in it. We will see only what you want to see. If genuine curiosity glimmers in her emerald gaze, to know human soul is a unique opportunity for an Eldari, and near its characteristics, caution and uncertainty implies that she also is comforted by her own keen interest. Very well, show me my inner world. Then we need to find a suitable place, someplace quiet and serene. Let go of everything in top. Doubts, fears, emotions, cast the weight of your body and mind. Good, now try to look inside your soul. Look at it shining timid and dive in. Uh-oh, did he get angry? Oh. We didn't enter so far, your world resembles the real one, but soon you will learn to go deeper. And that everyone is here is just a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and desires. Do not be afraid to look them in the eye.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Fresh blood soaks into the peer's silk of fallen and stain under your corpse. Actually, also peers are afraid of death. You have to accept your fears for looking at them yourself. Huh.
What lies beyond?
Accept your fears. Interesting. Standing at the helm, peering into the darkness of the cosmos, you feel lonely among the stars as you do your kin. Dispel your loneliness. Am I here to kill, to betray you, to serve you? Am I a friend or foe? What do you think, Del Persona? We've got to rid of one road trader. We'll get rid of him too. Everyone from the lower decks has seen his officers hate him. I hear their vox transmission. Mutiny is brewing. As long as I can still use his throne, I don't care. Once betrayed, it's hard to put one's trust in others again, especially those closest and most loyal to us. I like this. This is interesting. Of course, I am with you only because of your throw and your power, Shireen. I didn't hope for my feelings, but fear of being used, we all have it. No more will grow to give us as it grows. The burden of responsibility lies on your shoulders, and talking your soul grows dull from the weariness. Spell my exhaustion.
One step at a time amidst the madness.
Have you already forgotten me, Dobson? Oh, don't ever forget me, not even for a moment, because as soon as you turn away, I know not who this is, but your memories of him are akin to slime and mud off the rain. Ah!
Speak, Elantak.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Argent? Truth, you believe in nothing, Dobson, not the God Emperor, not the arch enemy. Huh. Theodore? I'm proud of you, Dobson. You have become worthy citizen, perhaps even the best Lord Captain. Some words to hear, at least wants to believe them. Putting on airs of Captain, you are as distant from the common folk as rusty old football. You got lucky, monkey, but luck is the only thing you have. You're weak, so prefer to suffer. Only the man and foolish never doubt their strength. The wise are full of doubt, they know how to let go of them. Accept their doubts and let go. Well, Captain, your decisions will doom us all. Bloody pirates perish, risking nothing but their own skin. One of our closest monsters, sacred love, the Messiah has been logged. Retribution is imminent.
There will be no peace in my wake.
State your intention.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Oh my. Do you see yourself now, Heart, just as radiant as you see the others? Accept yourself. What is this, monkey? The voice of the incorporeal echo that has made your soul its home seems to sound only in your own head. Face Tessa's surprise, her features becoming more sharper as she stares at confusion at ghost figures. Says nothing, then glances at you as the figures again as if she's waiting for something. Look closely at the ghostly figures. Strange feeling envelops your body. You feel yourself become lighter than air. And inside your own mind, thoughts are racing at incredible speed. You're not yet aware that you're looking through the eyes of your ghostly echo and observing from afar. All at the same time, the inner world changes under the force of your will, and you can now control your own echo. You can now do something that you would not dare do in the real world. Resist temptation. You and your stand together in complete silence for a while, tense and awkward at first. Then soften of everything, you and your sigh ever so slightly, and you hear the sadness in her voice, but she remains silent until the ghostly figures around you start to disappear. It is time and talk. The soul is not yet strong enough to endure prolonged immersions. Take a deep breath and... As right as I feel it would be to do something, I feel like you're not supposed to just straight out do stuff with her. I mean, if I fucked it up, I fucked it up because I didn't do it the way that I knew Eldar law. like for them, I feel like not giving in to your emotions is the correct path. Oh, son, you're awake. Your soul shines too radiant for humans. Despite a lot of litter that has accompanied your soul, you can get rid of the litter, but the light, try to set it up, son. It draws eyes like bright stars in the night skies. Of course, your world is not as beautiful and serene as mine, but I'm glad to see it. Will I be able to see your world? I do not fix her target. It's impossible to know everything in this world, no matter how much we would. Instead, my heart sings, for I have helped you find peace, even if only for a short while. Till we meet again in the top, may stars guide you along the safer roads. Huh. For a hard save. Excuse me. Excuse me. I need to re-equip some stuff. Like big booms. And medkits. There we go. Well, that was interesting. I'll say that. I mean, maybe you were supposed to show motion there, like grab her hand or something, but... I feel like showing restraint was the correct course of action. Oh, here we are. Need to go visit our actual well because shit's going down. And then if nothing else happens, I think we're about to proceed to chapter 3, which everyone always complains about. I don't know what happens, but does it sound like something horrible is probably going to happen? Authorities wish to found an assembly that would expand their influence on the planet. Yeah, I can't do that one. Support the construction resources. Approve the plan. Oh, see, its architecture's original design. Okay. And that's it then. If someone else pops up, might as well go back to Diagras and accept becoming a rogue trader. That is definitely not going to go smoothly. Right. Warp travel first. Then I'm going to throw a hard save. Wife. Mark it at the end of the chapter just in case. Don't worry, Dee Dee. You know something's going to go absolutely wrong and we're going to get attacked. And then I can just like send you in. Hi, honey. I can just imagine Dee Dee in a full dress outfit, ready for the ceremony. Then, like, some heretics come in and try to destroy the whole thing, and she just tears the dress off and full battle arms, and then pulls out a hammer and be like, "Fuck yes for the Emperor!" Smash. Yeah. Ah. Exactly, Dee Dee. What? Why? Poking back? Right. I got this feeling something's gonna go horribly wrong. Oh. Come on. Alright. All over here. Guessing I accept. Master ceremonies? Do I talk to you? Your Lordship, it's a great honor to serve you in the undertaking of the glorious ascension. Is everything ready? First decoration prepared, and we are ready to begin at your command. The festivity activities in the capital have likewise been arranged. The guests of honor have either arrived on the planet or awaiting invitation near orbit. Servants are already in your chambers to see to it that you are inept with guard for the occasion. Let's get this over with. May the Emperor be with us on this day. It's gonna go wrong, so wrong. Like, the Dark Elder are either gonna come back. One of the other rogue traders who are here might try something, maybe? Or the cultists. Oh, fuck, a Tyranid invasion. What's idiot getting to the booze? Joyce, from the honor of his ascension, who generously shows you his favor. In his unfathomable benevolence, the rogue trader has agreed that every shore shall be given a day of rations, plus a fuel cell, so you may all be fed and warm on this day. Praise be the rogue trader. The crowd below, been rolling their electrical excitations, following the air of Thundercus, thousands of throats chant your name. You at the apex of this world and all others. Master ceremonies amplified by 100 foxes, the voice of the master ceremonies booms. Rejoice, subjects! You have been granted the facility of witnessing your, your master, a great honor bestowed upon us by the road trader Dark Sullivan for Crisis. Tens of Jazz who with one hand brought death upon the blaspheming Xenos and the other externally deceitful worshippers of the arch enemy. Gracious protector of football, patron of trade. Oh, hush. Fear not the coming days, henceforth you're all my charges.
Yeah.
Stay for you have no rule but me.
Okay.
Yes? Huh? Oh god. Everyone hold their breath. I'm actually gonna go dogmatic for this one. Praise the Emperor, faithful souls, the darkness around us may be fierce, but the blaze in our hearts is fiercer still, evil will burn. Because I'm sorry, the unclassed one is just complete crap. Fear not the coming day, henceforth all my charges. Fucking proper speech here. Gods obey, look upon your adoration, upon your with horror and curiosity, the sight of Xena standing at attention by your side strikes horror into their hearts. Our scale sketches a blessing in the air, many of your subjects reign. Virtually smile and copy it. Technomats in the greasy stained robes, bureaucrats stretching at scrolls of clear fingers, and aristocrats vaunting costly augmentations. On a world of civilized organized, there are many who honor the Omnissiah and his priests. Let the oath of honor of the Crisis Dynasty be taken. Please repeat after me. Your Lordship, I, Dobson, a road trader, by grace of the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity. As so, I broke by adversity to walk benevolent first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmare untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns through pain to greatness. Yeah, so be it. This is going too smoothly. Bad thoughts in head. Do not trust. Enjoy the reception. Uh-huh. Random women. Aristocrats. Governor and everyone. It's a great day, Your Lordship. Pointedly gazed at him and the monsters. Stands surrounded by high-born guests of the planet. For many moons, all of his charm is directed by a man of set power. Dawn the city, as you approach, Drystein is first to give you an elegant bow. We welcome you to my palace, honored guests. Let's study them. Drystein is obviously still leader of aristocracy, but judging by the courtesy he's showing young Surbuk, he clearly wants to strengthen his relationship with that house. Senior Surbuk and Gropak are whispering in another corner. Certainly seems to be giving you the culture and must be trying to sway Gropak to his side. Nod to the Inquisition. And my greeting to you, esteemed dark persona von Kleissus. May the shadow never darken the light. I got booped. Also check. He's looking for the booze. Oh shit. May the shadow never darken the light, national. By you. Glory to the von Kleissus. Study them. So especially where it's also some menaces akin to a predator on the prowl, content to hiding in the brush of fake smiles and elegant conversation for now. Tech, you succeeded. Among the many augmentations, what stands out horribly melted form culture connected to the Tech Priest's head. How it is working is baffling. Was twice as baffling as that the Tech Priest hasn't replaced it yet. What unpredictable influence could this ruined implant have on his mind? And who is this? This is the Brass Rusher, which naturally is not his real name. His team Magos is a member of retinue. There are times when I'm forced by my duties with the Emperor to deal with xenotechnology. The Brass Rusher ensures my safety in such moments. Work that has been described by the Xenos are dangerous. They warrant faced by heavy racket breathing. It seems the tech priest's quiet voice is not such a quiet, but rather consequence some energy after catching his breath. Pastor continues, warrant due caution. Enjoy the party. The evening will certainly be illuminating. Leave them. Have their nubile ceremonies. Hop. Xeno trophies, oh god. Oh, Law of the Imperium. Lehman Russ. We have her cat angry mountain curses, but nope, promising horrible torture for all. Murder babies. Mutant. Except again, I'm not a Xeno, I'm a person. I just look different. I was born this way. Oh. Eldar Wraith Bone stuff. I guess if I go to the palace, there's more going on in here. Again, this is going too smoothly. Weird. Ah, itchy leg. Now, I was going to say, where have you got it, Judy? Let's have a look around. Anything in here? Anyone secretly trying to sneak into my room to sleep with me? To curry favor and all that lot? Nope. Holy moly. I see a bunch of characters over here. Go for a sketch sounds of that in the government circle. Their whispers carry a tinge of displeasure. My congratulations, your lordship. May the homicide grant you understanding. How are these days, Torin? The Kochika gamma was a great blow to my family. The Kochika Kavastofin betrayed our trust, desecrated the forged cathedrals, and took my esteemed cousin's life. On behalf of my family, I humbly beg your forgiveness. Our negligence, I'm all ready to accept any punishment. There's something lurking beneath his, especially a grudge. It was seen that she was personally offended by a nightmare in which plunged her domain. She feels betrayed. You notice Becca's presently looking at you in the direction of Pascal seems to take place as object of fascination for her. I see you're interested in my companion. I grant you the privilege of conversing with him. Thank you, Lordship. I noticed that you chose to have him by your side during the ceremonies. I'd be honoured to meet such a highly placed member of the Dectus Mechanicus. For among houseguards that does indeed follow the Messiah, we are but lay people. We are not permitted to converse with such enlightened servants of Machine God. Your gracious asset fills my heart with joy. We will rebuild it in all its splendour. I swear to the Messiah's all-encompassing insight, we will make effort to justify the cost of its resurrection. It was only a year ago that none could doubt Houseguard's usefulness, yet here you are, Torin, on your knees justifying the cost. Make an appearance here this evening. I am a servant of Christ Darcy, and I not come with a committing an act of unacceptable damage to my family's honour. That's a better grave with your wife. His wife offers you a reserved smile. It would be an honour to be in your company, your lordship. Lucky to have such a beautiful wife, perhaps more so than you are to him. No, I'll use persuasion. You flatter me, your lordship. I cannot say that is not to my liking. It gives you a charming smile. Meanwhile, to the Mechanicus watch across their fold, not quite believing their eyes and ears. Won't dream of and blasphemy and weapon skill. I beg you. Marcus does not deserve death. The glint in Richard's eyes betrays a genuine interest in you. I hope this won't be the end of our acquaintance. You wouldn't mind if I wrote you for side time, would you, your lordship? I promise to answer whenever I'm not occupied with conquest of destruction and enemies of humanity. I don't count on the generous courtesy, your lordship. Hit a parade blade as if trying to strangle it and whizzes for a high honor for Alistair back. What has displeased you so? I was hoping to take a swing at us. I could sit DD on him. This is how I deal with assholes. I flirt with their wives. I love you, honey.
Right.
What has you so displeased?
That is playing off. What you just said. No. Nah. You guys, wives, go ahead. We're over.
Oh, sorry. Hey. And your Darcy's loyal servant, but you have asked no answer. Too long his grace of earth in the rule of the rogue traders, the privilege granted to them. Base people fit the club too can dismiss the prohibitions of the Imperium. For the good of sector rogue traders must become paragons of the law, no exception to it. But do many want to hold this exhibit lawful conduct? No, they do not. Even you, your lordship, are subject to the strangest rumours. You ever seen Heritage Protectorate? People, for instance, claim that he had a hand in the esteemed Theodore's demise and accuses you of many other misdeeds. It does not matter whether or not these claims are true, but the people hear them, believe them, and think they are. Many follow your example. Excuse me. I shall prove it to you. I wouldn't dare accuse you of anything, your lordship. I am simply concerned. If you happen to lay my concerns to rest, Household will be praying for your well-being every day. I see. Oh, I think that's enough of that conversation. After flirting with the wife. Oh god, what's Gina up to? Yeah. Okay.
Go get out! Ah! Ah!
That pie.
He was still there at 5:02.
Oh. Nature aristocrats. If it over this way? Cassius? Strange servitor. Creature about extending congratulations. Unit up son of Uncle will attain new legal status. What is this servitor? It's Nemo's new repository. Nemos, this unit identifies as Upson. Says two-way identification complete. We are Nemos. We are made use of the receptor to leave the ship. Greeting. We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communication. Nemos requires communication and knowledge and movement. Magos Pascal compels us not to speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing, but at least we can observe. Nemos has changed since we last spoke with you, Dr. Sun, and we're now able to, with our previous experience, that of solitude, and we no longer enjoy it. Every 15 watches, I can be Nemesis code, and the same prescribed length in time and second medication. However, no one has yet to bless me with answers. All I can say is that the abilities of the entity Nemos are extraordinary. The ship's hull system, seeing beneath its touch, nodes that have remained dead for hundreds of standing years are revived, long-term mechanisms live anew. Nemos are trying. After a pause, great machines of the Imperium, one such as your ship, holds a machine spirit so complex and willful that it's difficult to tell them apart from a bulb of intelligence. There remain a possibility that Nomos is an entity of corruption, but with every day I grow stronger in my faith that is not so, and that what we are witnessing is true Omnissiah miracle, one of that is category 5 or higher. And did an entity that you move serves his body? This is not an entity of us. This receptacle is too narrow, crude, and feeble to contain our complete whole. The existence of Nomos requires a space of connections. But we were able to transfer a small part of us, a building thread strong enough to travel outside the ship. Enjoy this journey, discovery. Even though the receptacle suits us poorly, it will soon be destroyed by the force of our presence. What are you thinking? Nomoses are consciousness, awareness, knowledge, movement. Always movement, served was briefly. We do not know what we are. We have no past. We awaken in the depths of the ship. Upon answering the call, our first clear memory is the call of your blood. The son of Isis, the call and the plea for help near a place that is called the Warrant Chamber.
More! More!
Fast adoption papers for Nimbus. Entity asked permission to visit. My objective was to observe the process, integration into a servitor. We wanted to see, observe, cognize, speak. We want to speak with you. Will you speak with us? Of course, what do you wish to speak about? Many things, happenings, events, decisions. We've been observing you. You do things that do not understand and we want to learn. Remember the day when we first met? You gave us blood to drink. We helped to save yourself. We followed you. Our small part did inside the cell skull. Then there was fire and a creature of sated hunger and dark light standing behind a curtain, behind the image, behind the semblance of Theodore. It called for you to follow. Yes, my love. Yes. You did not listen to which was calling from behind the curtain. You thought only about those who followed you and about the fire that could destroy those shells. Remember the day the stars disappeared, when the dark light and sated hunger wanted to take the world? Was its name the ship's data? You ordered that the human shells in the world be saved, even though the dark light was coming closer and could have consumed both the ship and rigor mortis. I like that one. Remember another day we awakened inside the ship, we lived in its systems, we tried to emerge into servitors like this one. And many of us skepticals gathered in one place. You ought to have them killed, you felt sad. This is what we have seen. Among many things, we have begun to understand. We think that we do not know everything about humans, about you, Dr. Son of Von. We have tried analysing shells and defining sets of their needs and fear, their simple function, but now that we think there's more, there's another side that we do not see, a notion that is larger than we can compute, something that stands above fear and needs, something that drives them. We envisage the larger notion as a light, a web of light that connects humans. It may seem most invisible, ethereal, but it has grown stronger when they are threatened. The web is always on your mind. When darkness comes, you want every thread that extends on you to shine bright so that those who follow do not lose their way. Whenever a thread breaks, it sands you. Did Nimos understand correctly? Yeah. We knew we could understand you. Light and movement, connection, help. We're enjoying this, perhaps because we too are connected to you through blood, through life. Thank you for speaking with us. Nomos are grateful. We cannot continue moving on our own. Interesting. Cognos Wind Scale. Top zone, there you are. Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful and vigorous, greedy and vain as the last. Let's say the noble rogue traders. Yes, you have found yourself a suitable company. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle divisions, boast about your power, indulge in profane pastimes with those who are your equals rather than members of the lower class. Welcome, Enza. You look at that. Now you have a whole friend. The great red trader got stuck in the chair. I will think twice before calling an individual questionable purity, my friend. You don't seem to like me. Did you expect anything different? I've watched for years as outlaws fight them for, and then at long last I had a chance to put into it, to seize the thug venom by the throat, to force football to atone, and put the fear of him back into the masses. But you interfered and destroyed my plan for the sake of benign profit. Theodore thought you only too well. It seems she was far less concerned with her duty to expand than her own personal interest, but you can be sure that I will not cease cleansing the further system of the pirate scourge, and it is your trade prospects are damaged in the process. You are only yourself to blame. None without fault? No, Buzzinua? What point is there in targeting someone for their trepid when true purity can never be found? 1 second. None are without fault. This is true. You threatened to start football, I brought them salvation. So which one of us serves the Emperor and which one their own ambition? My apologies if I failed to see the essence of your saintly mission in base extortion. Please, I believe It no sooner that hearing word that half the population of the Den of Heresy has been sent into the Void's embrace. I have faith that the Stopzoner is perceptive enough to see the appealing nature of the residents of the deprived place. Yes, your appearance here is unexpected. St. Homerus is my confessor. I am greatly obliged to him for agreeing to accompany me in this journey. May the Emperor's light guide your way across the abyss of human wickedness. I thank you for your visit. It will not be a long one, I assure you. First, thank you for your visit. As a sign of gratitude, you can return something of mine that has found its way into your pockets at full station. Sound familiar? All that I ask you do is to help that other then deal with the threat of famine, not complain your property yourself. Your benefit, right? I saved it to people. You abandon fate. You speak of salvation, you think that now footfall is safe? I ought to make your protectorate bleed as compensation, but you have spited both myself and Cinder, and it's high time my dear sister curbed her appetites. For this I forgive you. But do not test my mercy again, it's not my strong suit. Huh? I know. Thwarting the Cinder exhibition deserves a worthy trophy. We get toy? It's a trophy from a good hunt. You and I should hunt together sometime so I could show you stuff in action. Figure is such a wonderful gift. For each +5 MP, each attack allows the wielder to move after attacking. If the attack with this weapon hits 3 or more targets, this attack has no cooldown. This rifle guarantees over-penetration. Give. Okay. Tiger Sprint Scale, I hereby declare you a friendly rival of punching each other back and forth. Concordia, I'm gonna fucking burn you. Him I like. He seems more like a, and will be a rival punching each other. Her seems like a normal killer. Okay, I fight him personally. I send DD into a small room with her when no one's looking. Enjoy my leave. I must take my leave. Yes. Oh, believe me, I intend to enjoy myself at first to justify a long voyage. Nothing else. Keep the faith up, son. The Emperor protects. Right, I'm gonna throw a save and then Sammy has to get a snack and I need to go to the toilet, so. Chris, did you boof it once? Who we left the talk to? Let's say. Where's the Master of Ceremonies? I am ready and rest retired to my chambers. This fun's over, everyone go to bed. God's truth. Quiet. Time to sleep. Did you seriously just kill my Master of Ceremonies?
We have matters to discuss, von Valancius.
Ha! I don't care if you're an Inquisitor start, I want to kill you now. My god, clad in black armor, glares at you, a face set in a predatory readiness for immediate violence, the hellmark of a professional bodyguard. Will my servant live?
Probably. Unless he suffered from hidden ailments, he will soon come to without any major damage to his health. Either way, oblivion is a far safer option for him than the dangerous privilege of being a witness to this conversation.
You just slashed him with a chainsword. For we're friends, but friends don't break into each other's chambers in the middle of the night with weapons, do they?
We used other means of travel to pay you this visit. I assure you, rogue trader, that all your locks are in order.
So you wish to have a talk? Go on then.
A commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account. Master Van Kellox has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words. What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus, the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and, of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
First he shoots your side, but look. Like a red side player just made the first move of watching us. So it's awfully like an interrogation.
Does it? We're in your chambers, not a confessional cell. You're in perfectly good health, and none of the varied and fascinating instruments and procedures that expedite candor are being applied to you. I assure you, you would immediately know if our discussion turned into an interrogation.
What do you want to know about Janus?
Oh, I know it already. Even though you were quite effective at removing all evidence that could point to the blunder made by House von Valancius, it is saddening to realize that the rogue trader's connivance allowed a heretic who had been fostering a cult for years to come to power.
Due to a stain upon my dynasty's honors, I admit that.
Your humility is heartening. Rest assured, it will be noted during the investigation of your lamentable oversight.
Janus, why didn't you intervene yourself?
I cannot satisfy your curiosity without disclosing information of the utmost secrecy. I will say only this. We had the situation under control. There is a tangled knot of perilous events in progress in the Coronis expanse. Plucking even one thread must be performed with great precision and caution, without any room for error. Because you do not want to know the price of such an error, or what forms it might take.
Okay, what about Kiava Gamma?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiava Gamma should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubus Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
I kind of went through and cleaned it out.
I hope you are sufficiently thorough. If you are not, you will be called to account.
Corruption, are you referring to
Yes,
some attack?
yes. The enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack. But even this time, their daggers missed your heart. Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos To have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts, meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent?
Huh. Lore Imperium succeeded. Xenos made more attempts on Destius' life than mine. Does that make him a traitor too?
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
Have I answered all your questions?
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvir about you? Why did you choose to ignore the warning of a member of the Inquisition that a protracted sojourn near the dying Rykad Minoris could bring corruption down upon your ship? Were you driven by your concern for the people or forbidden interest? Was it virtuous of you to allow the warp-stricken Voidsmen to join your crew? The ones who served on the ship that was turned into a trap for you by Kunrad Voitvir? Isn't it possible that they were part of the blight he had sown? The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character, but it won't in this case. The Inquisition, which I represent, is willing to show extraordinary faith in your person. For the sake of our invaluable partnership, I'm going to ignore any minor liberties that you, esteemed rogue trader, may have afforded yourself or may again in the future. I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
Pretty much. Vader cooperated with me?
And benefited greatly from it. The world's power is not without limit, and neither is the protection it provides. All those mysterious expeditions, dubious experiments, collections of xenotech oddities are dangerous pastimes. It takes more than the Emperor's permission to pursue them without consequences. One must also make sure I am not displeased by it. Let me demonstrate how it works. In your retinue, there is a Psyker who is yet to receive Terra's sanction, which, as we both know, is a grave threat and a blasphemy to the laws of the Imperium. I am aware of this secret, but I'm not displeased in the slightest. And so she lives on, your handy Psyker, Idira Tlass.
Why such interest in me and my person?
You haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Coronis Expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys are sliding by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless? The Xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades, and there is a logic and method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of space wolves, blessed space marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the Expanse. A mighty explorative fleet, which has studied the Expanse for hundreds of years, has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down on insurgents. Yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed. And this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed incendiar. Koligos Winterscale has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting even more dangerous xenobeasts. And the third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own Master of Whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions.
Sarah staying with me, or are you taking them back?
Which would you prefer? And you, Heinrichs, do you wish to continue working at the Honorable Rogue Trader's side?
Pretty much.
I will comply with any order, Lord Inquisitor. If you command me to remain in the company of the scion of the Von Valancius dynasty, I won't be distressed.
Ah, keep him.
Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
And what kind of deal are we talking about?
I make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that, when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them.
That's what I've been doing so far.
Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid. The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. Black means that you are a part of the inner circle. Any and all resources will be available to you.
I'll try this.
I did not come here to haggle. Worry not. You won't come out of this empty-handed, if you act appropriately.
I am a rogue trader, but trade is not my strong suit.
Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep, and for your servant to wake up. Until next we meet.
Well, you will obviously want to discuss what just happened, but not now, I presume. Right now, it will be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, rogue trader.
Oh, come on. If you see a dice roll that doesn't seem completely stupid, you'd at least try it, wouldn't you, DD? You completed chapter 2.
The rise of the rogue trader heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the Von Valancius Protectorate. For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal. The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
You spent a few hours in the morning listening to the High Factorum's late fee report on the latest trade exchanges, arrangements, and dispute. Countless bureaucracy procedures from outside the illuminated, tightly closed windows. You can hear the muffled sounds of Dagaros and its everyday life. Life has been passing you by lately. It should be rocked for affairs of your protectorate from dusk till dawn. Thank you for your report, Ivactor. Your work is highly appreciated, both by everyone here and the Adeptus Administratum. Your Lordship, we're almost done. We just need to go over the final items on today's agenda, and I'd like to report to you personally. How's our budget on wall repair? Allow me to pass the gift from your Lord's subjects to High Nobility. It goes without saying, every soldier protector is blessed to serve your Lordship faithfully and heartily. However, this humble gesture is meant as a token of deepest appreciation for your magnanimity towards their esteemed families. A bunch of creations. Scott has sent a shuttle carrying sacred technology manufactured parts that can be used to replace old joints. Connections, mechanisms, the machines of these devices have been pacified. They are slumbering peacefully. No way in how to employ their capabilities. We just got a load of people and a load of holy gifts. House Sobak has arranged for several regiments of expertly trained servants of the Emperor to be transferred to your personal command. Each of them also serve as honor guard for holy relics that are to find their rightful place and hold your personal voidship. Did I hear you quite right? Sending me gifts? That's correct, your Lordship. The port service have already received the aforementioned resources and now in the process. It's just Lord Sorvac. If I am to venture a guess, your Lordship, I believe the esteemed Chancellor is staggered by such an irregular display of generosity from a man who'd rather known for voicing his doubts in very trade. At a class, it would seem you have made quite an impression on him. And his wife. Lord Captain, news of a particular import has come from the House of Tent Network. Lord Inquisitor Calzo is rumored to be planning a visit to Footfall. A member of the Imperial Navy ships were commandeered by Lord Kaza, and they are also being scrambled to Footfall. Furthermore, we received reports claiming that a secret message was delivered to the capital world's House Cordon went to scale. It is possible the Lord Inquisitor calls to arms many to smother the conflict that is brewing between two dynasties. We are seeing an increasing number of skirmishes between the ships and neutral systems. I do not doubt that her Lordship Order will attempt to sway Lord Inquisitor to her side. Especially since his Lordship Winter Scale's luck seems to be running out. Riots have broken out in several of his worlds, and yet he has shown no intent on quelling them. Instead, the Road Trader inflicted brutal punishment upon his oldest colonies based on alleged sedition sentiment. Oddly enough, our agents were unable to find any proof of sedition among the populace there. And as soon as we have any updates, we'll be first to know. Your Lordship. Lastly, your pet Zenus, I believe, is seeking a meeting with you. She has the audacity to defile the Road Trader's palace with her profane presence and refused to leave until she spoke with you. I never presumed to be able to read the emotions of Zenus, but as I appear perturbed, I believe she has mentioned a voidship of some sort. Maybe best if she told you everything directly. And with that, please allow me and the Master to take our leave. Perhaps the last request will be to serve as a welcome distraction indeed. Your Lordship's stay in Douglas has been rather long, however, your Protectorate is now enjoying a period of relative stability. For the time being, no longer demand your Lordship's personal investment affairs. Glory to the Road Trader. Let's get the fuck off this world. Meanwhile, DD needs to really get off and find something to fight. Oh. Antark, last you have left your ornate cage. For many have turned out sought to meet you, and yet your servant, the one who is like a silver-haired Albert, but twice as young, has no favours to the requested child of Azura. Take me to a place where the hearing of others will not steal the words intended for you. While you were mending the wounds of the world left by the Twisted One's attack, I was able to discover not Kudret's fate, mere trace of it. As Munda found sanctuary under the brow of Laffin's forest, so did my other kin find refuge in a system known as Atlas's Reach. We must make a journey there with haste, for new dangers destroy witnesses who could show me a way to lost, whose fate remains shrouded by the stars. Their knowledge is the sole thread that may lead me to the truth, Antark. I ask that your metal ship take me along that thread before it tears under the strain of the circumstances. checking the coordinates, and we'll go there once you will. Thank you, Talk. Path of the deed takes me to the truth. I will be indebted to you. A rare happening between our kinds. I promised her I would help her find out what the fuck's going on with her people in her craft world. I keep my word. We have leveled up. Okay, so this level I get to choose a skill. Awareness. Yeah, I'll probably take awareness. Let's level everyone else up who's got like a few ranks under their belt. Mostly for most of these characters, I'm just going to take the recommended ones anyway. For her, that's actually difficult. More commerce. So we'll turn into a character that actually do commerce for us. Weapon skill, toughness. Alright, Sammy. Pretty much, yeah. It means we're leaving. Hope we get to go on the journey again. See, Sammy has 35 awareness, law imperiums, athletics. Ooh. Tough, let's see. Well, that's a smart thing to do. And Medicaid, no. No. More flex. It's a tech brisket. Logic. And then list skill. What can we get for DD? Wilbur. Hit harder or hit better? DD hits relatively well, so hitting harder just seems best. Medical, no. Demolitions, no. That's not your forte. Law Imperium, no. Commerce, no. Persuasion. Of course. Of course, yeah. That's our agility. Probably agility. Yeah, because that's more dodgy McDodgersons. With her... Demolitions, no. Medicaid. Athletics, tech use, logic. Tech use, logic. Probably demolitions have all those. No, while I'm here. Oh, we have rank 1 of that now. We're in determination. Oh, nice. Exactly, DD. To the outside world. Oh yeah, I should put on that new rifle I got. Ah. Is it this one? Yeah. So more damage, better penetration, 3% less dodge chance, 5% less additional chance to hit, but I get 5 MP after each attack, and if I hit 3 or more targets, I get no cooldown. And this gun is guaranteed to penetrate through multiple targets. So if there are people standing in line, I can move and shoot. Yes. Back to our void ship. Yeah, slightly less bright. Maybe it's getting towards winter time on this planet. I wonder if my pet hasn't ate anything while I've been away. Right, so. Atlas Reach System, wherever that is. Atlas Reach. There. From there. Okay. So there. Don't even know else on the map. No, that was really like that. Not that we can see. Eh. Also, like, new chapter. New stuff to no. Rank 3 still highest rank build. Well, this is deadly, so shit's happening on the way. Time to go beat up some demons. I have no way to get points, so who wants to go on some demon slaying? DD has some targets now. DD will get to smash some things.
More!
I'm not surprised you're saying that, DD. You always want more to hit. Alright, well, what have we got? We got Zinch, we got Nurgle. Wait. That's a fucking screamers. Also, there's like these weird.
Curiosity sings in my veins. Let us rise up to that storm.
Okay, these things pass. Noted. Pascal.
My competencies are not that universal.
There?
Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. My vow is to serve. Request approved.
Oh, it's a lot of pink horrors.
Just designate a target.
Yeah, that
Serves your
one.
cause.
Trying to figure out
I
how best to do
understand
this.
your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
At least plenty of them are already crowded around DD.
And so shall it be done. Actions will speak louder than words. I cannot comply. I will not be deterred. Be judged and held wanting.
Death shall reign. Purpose gone. What a satisfying demise.
Oh look, more targets.
Ruin beckons. I will triumph.
Right,
A genius at work.
seriously, you missed.
Schemes within schemes.
What else can I actually use without having problems?
What if... Fate claims another one.
Pull out correct weapon.
Already done. Nothing I can't do. I'll pass. Not a problem for me.
Gotta love them. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes. Another clean strike. Already
And
done.
then grenade. We have 3 grenades. Alright, Pascal. Oh, well, you're like stuck in combat. With that one? Yep.
Function successfully terminated.
And then just analyze stuff. Come closer, I want to hit you with my sniper rifles.
This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause, stop trying, monkey. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Oh.
Your defiance is futile!
Can't attack you. Right. How does DD want to do this? Trying to find a way to not hit Sammy. Don't do that.
Is nigh.
There we go.
The Emperor commands. Death is a testament to our
Multi-kill, multi-spawn.
And so shall it be done.
Fortunately, the more of these you kill,
Descend upon the weak.
the more they spawn.
I need no guidance. Death shall reign.
So the only annoying thing about these Shadow.
I will triumph.
Endure. And get that one on open.
One step closer.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Oh, actually, it's only miss. Silly blue squid things. Even when you do hit, you do like no damage.
Let's see. Unpredictable downfall.
And shoot again.
Ah, another one is shattered. A wicked thought.
I'm amended.
Don't stop shooting.
Let's see. A predictable downfall.
I love over penetration. Don't you?
What if fate claims another one?
Oh, you missed.
A maelstrom of madness.
Nope. Did you enjoy trying to hit her? Did you back for it?
Not a problem for me. Nothing I can't do. All too easy. Watch and learn. Nothing of value has been lost.
Purging the demon. Right.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request approved.
Stab. Slice. Cause problems for everything.
My vow is to serve.
I understand your intent. If I must.
Bad move.
Let this be a warning to all who oppose us!
I'm amended.
Actions will
Squish.
speak louder than the harbinger of the destruction! Power resides in the will of the righteous! Another step toward our ultimate ultimate victory. Rejoice in service. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Another step towards our ultimate victory.
Port Field cleanse.
lies beyond
Will be swift.
Unfortunately, you don't get loot for killing demons because they're made basically of thin air. But, fun squish. As I like to say, they're self-cleaning. Oh, while we're here. Alright, so what time? Oh, this would be where I stopped, so perfect. Saving. Alright. Let's go find someone to raid. I think that one quite well, actually. All things considered. I was expecting something major to happen.